Now that you have purchased your home, you have moved in, settled, and you have a place to call home, there are some things that you need to remember to do. This is Elsa, a real estate agent here in Houston, Texas, and we're going to break it down some of the reminders that you need to remember so that you can continue being a happy homeowner. First of all, if you purchase a new construction home, you need to remember to register the warranties for your appliances and also the HVAC water heater so that you can have extended warranties covered by the manufacturers. How do you register for these warranties? Some builders will come after your closing just to remind you about the warranties and to help you register if you did not register, or just to remind you overall. But bottom line, remember, there is a QR code to scan on each of those appliances that you will scan, and it's gonna prompt you to register for the warranties. If you have any questions, reach back to the builder who sold you the house or your real estate agent to be able to help you through that process. Also, remember to change your driver's license to read your new home address so that you can file for homestead exemption. I don't know about every state, but here in Texas, we do have homestead exemption whereby you get discount on taxes, on the property taxes. So the process is each county will have forms for you to fill out. You can go to their website. Some counties, like Harris County here in Houston, they do have the app whereby you just take a picture of your driver's license, prompt you to filing a new exemption. You click on that and it will ask you a few more questions. When did you become a own that property? You put the date and then you'll be able to submit. They will process that and send you a letter in the mail, or even when you go to their website, you should be able to see what exemptions are listed there. It will show homestead exemption if that has been processed. Advantages of having a homestead exemption is you get discount on your taxes, and also it curbs how high the appraisal district can increase your property's value, meaning that there's going to be a ceiling. They cannot appraise it more than 10% every year. If you don't have the homestead exemption, the appraisal district can just appraise higher than the 10% every year. That means you're going to be paying more taxes. So it is advantageous for you to have a homestead exemption in file for your primary residence. Remember, that applies only to primary residence, and you can have it only in one property. So if you're an investor or you own several properties in different states, this might not be applicable to you. It will just apply to one property. Also, remember you can also protest taxes, meaning that once you become a homeowner, every year the appraisal district will do appraisal of your property so that they can come up with the tax bill that you're supposed to pay on that property. So let's say this year, for example, you purchase your house at $250,000. They will send you the estimated value towards the end of the year. So let's say they send you at $260,000. That means it went up by $10,000 since when you first purchased the property. And let's say after 2 years or 3 years, they send you a tax bill of, an estimated value of $300 or $350, just some ridiculous amount of money. You want to make sure that you file a protest on your properties every year if possible. If they have not overappraised your properties, maybe you can let it slide. If they just increase the value by $2,000, maybe $3,000, that won't increase much on your tax bill. But pay attention to the letters from the appraisal district showing you how much they have appraised your property. You can always also go to the website for the appraisal district and see year after year how high they have been increasing the valuation of your property. Remember that whenever it jumps, that means your tax bill is gonna go up, and that means you'll have to pay more money into your monthly payment. Also, what you need to remember to do is that, remember, a house requires some level of maintenance. What it means is at least twice a year, service your AC. If not twice, at least do it once a year. Therefore, it's going to help your AC to perform well and make sure that you avoid any breakdowns, because once you service it, it helps it to be durable for a very long time. Remember also to change your filters, depending on the AC that you have. There is some that requires several filters to be changed at different locations in the house, and there is one also that only needs one filter to be replaced at the main AC. So just remember to service your those things like the AC and also the water heater. The water heater also gets serviced. So get a plumber to service it once a year. They can remove the sediments that forms, especially here in Texas, the water is salty. So just remember to service your water heater. It's gonna stay longer without having it break down or you needing to replace it. So once you service your items in the house, you're going to avoid having those breakdowns or anything happening. Anyway, those are some of the things that I want you to keep in mind after you close on your house, you purchase your house. Keep those items in mind so that you can continue being a happy homeowner. Thank you for being with me in this session, and we'll see you on the next one.